on, guys? It's your girl Stephanie coming at you with another video. So today's video is actually going to be about products that I have been loving, products that I have been testing out for quite some time. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Make sure to hit the notification bell, that way you're notified every single time that I upload. And also, how are we loving this glitter eye look today? What do you guys think?
Subtle, natural, everyday kind of look.
Anyway, so let's go ahead and get into the video of what I have been loving lately. Okay, so the first section of products I actually wanted to kind of talk about was kind of like skin care slash primer. I'm not going to go into pretty much as far as what I used for like my daily skincare routine, unless that's something that you want to see. So go ahead and comment down below and kind of let me know if that's something that you guys are interested in and whatnot. The first product I actually wanted to talk about was a moisturizer that I have been loving lately. The product is called Laneige. It's the Water Bank Moisture Cream. It's actually not as expensive compared to the other lines that they sell at Sephora. I absolutely love it. It is a cream, as you can tell. I've really been dipping into it hardcore. I use it at night. I use it before I put on my makeup. This actually being a cream moisturizer, I feel that it doesn't, at least for my skin, I feel that it doesn't even really leave me oily at all. So kudos to Laneige. I absolutely love it. Will continue to purchase from now on. Now the next thing I wanted to talk about was the GLAMGLOW Sugar Plum. It's a pot mud, a wet lip balm treatment, and comes in this little compartment. It's the cutest little packaging. It looks like a little metal ball. But you can kind of see it. It smells like spearmint gum, to be honest. I will just kind of dab this on, kind of put it around there, and it makes your lips feel silky smooth. I found this at TJMAXX, so I didn't even pay full price for this. I think I maybe paid like $9–10, and this is, I think you get it at the store at Sephora or something like that for like $20 something. So see if you can pick it up there. The next product I wanted to talk about is a face primer. Now, Jeffree Star recently broke the internet with this product, so I figured I had to give it a try for myself, and granted, whatever he says is good, so obviously, but just to draw my own conclusion, he was right. What I have been using is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and I have been testing it out before I went ahead and did my favorites. And as you can tell, I have been loving it. But I definitely did notice that my pores were completely covered, and you're talking to somebody who has the biggest pores on the planet. I'm talking, mama has some craters, okay? I have to use pore shrinking masks. I look like a damn moon with how many pores I have. I just have large pores, I can't help it. I found that this helps my foundation go on smoother, and I also felt that the e.l.f. primer really has been helping as far as the application of my makeup. I really have been enjoying this. I really love it, and if you can find it at your local Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, wherever e.l.f. is sold, I highly suggest picking this up if you can find it. Now, I found this one at my local Walmart, and it was the last one there. So you best believe I'm actually making a trip to Walmart. I'm gonna pick up another one of these guys if I can find it, and I suggest that you do too. I absolutely love it, and try it for yourself. So obviously my holy grail and my go-to and well-loved and well-used is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. Now, I know this is not something new. This is something that's been out for a while now, but it wasn't up until a few months ago that I have actually I bought it just because I couldn't pull the trigger to buy the NARS Radiant Matte Concealer. I couldn't do it at the time, so I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and try the ColourPop concealer myself and see how I like it. And I'm hooked. Obviously, it is a much more affordable option compared to the NARS. Granted, the NARS has my heart, but I don't see myself spending $30-something each time I run out of it. So the next best thing is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. It is definitely a much more affordable option. I am actually in the shade Medium Dark 32. Now, I don't use concealer as far as to match my skin tone. I use concealer to highlight from the under eyes and highlight the points of the face. So I always go a shade lighter compared to my actual foundation. The next one that I have been loving is the Morphe concealer. As you can see, this is literally white. But what I don't, obviously I don't use it on my face, but I use it when I'm doing a cut crease, make my crease a little bit bigger, and I absolutely love it. The next product that I'm going to be talking about is the NYX Professional Makeup Glitter Primer. So obviously I used it on my eyes today. I used it when I went ahead and started playing with the glitter pigments. I mean, obviously this is exactly what it's used for. So as soon as I cut my crease and I apply my base shadow, what I do is that I put a little bit on the back of the hand. And then the best part of it is that the texture, it's almost like a creaminess to it, as you can see. But it's like very tacky. So it does have really good hold. I feel that when I was applying the glitter pigments, a lot of it actually didn't get on my face. So a lot of it really stayed in place. The next one is my tried and true, something that I have been using for a long time, and it is the MAC Soft Ochre Painterly Paint Pot. So my eyeshadow will hang on. My eyeshadow does not move. Honestly, you can't beat the price for this one. When I went to the MAC counter, I wanted to see how much it was. And when I found out how much it was and how way more affordable than I figured that it would be, I mean, as far as for a professional makeup brand, this was actually a lot cheaper than I thought it was going to be. So, and I have been using this almost pretty much every single day straight, and I haven't even really made a dent in it yet. So I still got a long ways to go. So this is definitely worth the money, and it will last you a long time. And my next favorite product is actually what I'm currently wearing on my eyes today. It is the NYX Professional Makeup Glitter Brilliance. So as you can see, I absolutely love glitter, and I love everything about glitter. I want to bathe in it. I want to put it all over my body. Anyway, I actually really tested this out today and I love it. I give 5 stars. I actually recently reviewed this on Influencer too, so if you want to go ahead and check it out, I'll leave my influencer link down below. And if you want to see any other kind of reviews that I have been doing, you'll definitely hear my final thoughts on this one too. This one here, I absolutely love it. It is definitely a fine shimmer glitter. I don't know if you can kind of see that. It's just the most beautiful shimmer in the entire world. I absolutely love it. And then obviously these two paired together, your glitter isn't going anywhere, girl. It is not going anywhere. This recently came out. I think it's almost been a year since this came out, but I'm a little late to the game, but that's okay. So what I have been loving is the Dose of Colors Desi X Katie highlighter in the shade Fuego. Now this highlighter is seriously your summer highlighting dreams as far as for facial highlighters. I mean, you don't have to use it on your face, you can use it on your body, it doesn't matter. Now this one here, I find that it's not exactly the most blinding. It is blinding, but not Jeffree Star blinding. It's blinding as in like sun-kissed blinding. Like, you know, you just got off the beach, you've been vacationing in Tulum, and you know, it just definitely gives you that kind of highlight. So as you can see here, it's more of a champagne-y gold. It's not quite yellow as far as for gold. It's definitely not on the yellow side. I love it on my skin. And then plus, how beautiful is this packaging? Like, it's so luxurious, it looks so expensive, but the initial texture of the packaging feels like a fabric. So that's what I like about it. And obviously it comes with a little mirror, but yes, I have really been dipping into this one. This one actually has an indent in it from how many times that I've been using it. But yes, the Dose of Colors Desi X Katie, honestly, you can find it at certain Ultas. I found this one at an Ulta that was almost an hour away from my house. Well worth trip, that's for sure. And then, so as far as for anything else on the face, my tried and true, my Tarte Park Ave Princess Contour Palette. It is a powder contour palette. As you can tell, this one has been well loved. I'm hitting pan already on this shade right here, Enhance. And then I have dropped it a couple times, so she has some battle scars, but I'm almost hitting pan on this shade here, the bronzer, and then the two lighter shades. These two, she's been well loved, and honestly I will continue to purchase over and over and over and over again. This by Tarte, do not sleep on it. The next product I'm going to be talking about is the Natasha Denona Mini Nude Palette. Now this palette has also been a little well loved. As you can tell, I dip into a lot of the shimmers in here, but this I always take with me when I'm traveling, which is very rare. But when I go out of town, and you know, I always take it with me. But when I go out of town, I always take it with me because it packs away well. It gives you the exact amount of shadows that you need. I mean, you have a transition shade, you have a crease shade, and then you have 3 shimmers. But I noticed that, yes, the shimmers are very, gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Look at those shimmers. So these shimmers are absolutely stunning. This one, look at that. That one's like a copper penny. These two I really do use. This one I use on my inner corner, and I'll also use it to go ahead and highlight my brow. This one I will use as an all over lid shimmer. And then this one, depending on the look, I will use this one as a lid shimmer as well too. I bought this because I wanted to try out Natasha Denona shadows, just because I wanted to know what the hype was all about. Obviously, for this one here, yes, it is a little bit more on the expensive side, but it's cheap for Natasha Denona. And I just couldn't pass it up. These colors were absolutely stunning, and I wanted something that I know that I was going to use, especially from Natasha Denona. I wanted to buy a strip of shadows that I know, you know what, I'm going to use these shades every single day, because I was thinking about getting a different one, but I was like, no, I want to try out these shadows for myself. I want to go ahead and see about what her shadows are like. Honestly, lives up to the hype. So if you can grab this, maybe you can find it during Christmas time. This is when I found it, when they were releasing the mini palettes. This was definitely a great investment. It's not as expensive as you think. So if you can, stop into Sephora, find the mini nude palette, and see for yourself. I love it. I will continue to use it, and I will continue to rave about this. And the next product I wanted to talk about was a blush that I have been obsessed with. I recently picked this one up again. This is a collaboration between MAC and Patrick Starr. It is the shade Take Me Home. It is a dual blush. It was part of his spring collection, as you can see it right here. And you can definitely see that it's more on the purpley side. I'm actually currently wearing it right now, and I have been loving it. I really have, and I really hope that he makes another blush like this. So this is definitely, I know that it was something that was limited edition, but this color is gorgeous, and I just love the way it wears on my skin. Next, I'm gonna move on to the lips. Now I have 5 lip products that I've been wanting to talk to you about. Now again, this was also part of the Patrick Starr MAC Spring Collection. And can we talk about this gloss for a minute though? Actually, I'm currently wearing these two together as of right now, as you can see. So this gloss is absolutely stunning. As you can see, I have actually used it quite a bit. It is the most pinkiest, shimmeriest, well, it's MAC Cosmetics lip gloss formula. So it is just a beautiful purpley pink. And then the lipstick that came with it. Now, at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was extremely intimidated by this color, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it, I'm going to rock it, and we just are. So this, purple. It is a purple ass lipstick, oh my goodness. Now, I've never really tried too many of MAC Cosmetics lipsticks before. Now this is Hey Boy Hey, and definitely it lives up to its name. Oh my gosh. Now, she's purple. And obviously you can see it right on my lips. I love this lip, I love the lip gloss though. It's a gloss topper, as you can see. Now, I absolutely love it. I use this gloss on even a nude lipstick. It just gives it that little extra pop of color, and I absolutely love them. Obviously, he put them in a kit for a reason, and this has been my go-to favorite summer combo. Next lip products I want to talk about are, well, they technically actually came in a set. This was again during the holidays, so this was back in December, not recently. Well, I picked them up. I haven't really used them since then, just because, you know, sometimes I forget about it. I know that's like crazy to say, but sometimes, you know, you just get in a routine and sometimes you just don't use certain lipsticks. And so I started picking these back up again. These are the Pat McGrath lipstick minis. We have Flush 3, Omi, and 1995. 1995 is definitely going to be our lightest out of the set, but I personally use Omi on a daily basis. I literally wear it every single day, and I pair it with a gloss and you're good to go. So yes, the Pat McGrath mini nudes. If you definitely want to try out Pat McGrath's lipsticks, I mean, I will admit, like, for the type of packaging that it came in, honestly, I kind of expected more for the price point. I mean, they look exactly like her full-size lipsticks that are $40. But I mean, the formulas, they don't lie. The formulas are definitely the price point. Now, I love them. I hate to say it, but I love them. And honestly, if I can justify paying $40 for, now obviously these are not full-size lipsticks. They are literally minis. So this is an actual full-size lipsticks. These are literally almost like half the size. So they are definitely smaller than your average lipstick. But I wanted to try the infamous Pat McGrath formula. I couldn't help myself. It was at such a good deal. It was during the holidays. If you can, honestly, I would encourage you to buy the sets during the holidays. If you don't see yourself paying full price for a product and you want to try it out, buy the mini trial sets. Honestly, you can't miss it. And then, like I said, I've had these since December. I mean, other than the shade Omi that I literally have been using every single day, like, that's as much as I have left of that lipstick. As you can tell, that's how much I love it. So I will see myself buying the full size of this one, but probably not the other two. I don't use them as much as the shade Omi. But yeah, if you just want to go ahead and try them, I would suggest it. And just go ahead and go for it and see if you like the formula and see if, you know, you would consider buying the full thing. To the next couple products. So this one is actually a brush that I have recently been loving. So this is the IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Complexion Perfection brush number 7. It is a dual-ended. It is much like my favorite Avon brush, dual-ended Avon brush that I use for contour and blush. But this one is more for like your foundation and concealer. Now this one here I don't necessarily use for foundation. I really don't. I actually use it for like powdering, so I'll kind of fluff it in the powder. I mean, like I said, like just because it's a complexion brush doesn't necessarily you have to use it for just that. I use this one for powder, so I'll kind of dip it into my translucent powder and I'll go ahead and powder my face a little bit and I'll just kind of work around there. But I also use this ended brush. I know it's dirty. I just used it a little while ago. I actually use this end just because I like the way how soft it is. I like the way it pairs with the Painterly paint pot. So I'll go ahead and just kind of dip it in there and then just prime my eyes. I really feel that it doesn't tug at my eyelids a whole lot because, you know, we're starting the anti-aging process and we're trying not to tug at our faces here. And so I feel like it doesn't pull too much on my eyes compared to like my other brushes that I was using. So I really love it. I really enjoy it. I definitely think it's worth the price. I own another IT Cosmetics brush. It's my foundation brush. That was the first brush I had ever used from IT Cosmetics, and it was my very first, I guess, more expensive makeup brush. I bought it with my first paycheck I had ever gotten, and I still have that brush. She's held together by tape. As literally she is falling apart because that's how long I've had it. I've had that brush for at least, God, like 6 years, and I've used it every single day. I still use it, and she's been through it. She's been washed, she's been put through the ringer, she's been chewed on by my dogs, and she still holds up. The handle has like little bite marks on it, but that's okay. And yes, so I will honestly, IT Cosmetics, their brushes, they hold up. I definitely think they're worth the price point just because they hold up, they hold their value. And then the next product I'm talking about is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. This setting spray is definitely my favorite. Obviously the first one would be the Morphe prep and set, the Morphe setting spray. That one is definitely, my first one would definitely be the Morphe setting spray. However, this one comes pretty damn close. So Morphe first, Milani is definitely my second runner-up. Now, the only reason why I say it's the second runner-up is just because as much as I love the formula from the Milani Make It Last setting spray, I'm not too fond of the spritz. It's not as luxurious as the Morphe one. The Morphe one just makes you feel like, So, but this one just kind of just, you know what I mean? Like it's pretty harsh. Like she will get you. I do find myself, you know, kind of taking my beauty sponge and just kind of tapping in the spritzy areas of the face. But really, that's really just me being nitpicky at this point. I really do feel that it really helps prolong my foundation. Even on a foundation that's really not set to be long wearing, I noticed that it definitely helps in a way prolong it. Now, if you're sensitive to any kind of alcohols, if you're sensitive to any kind of such, yes, this does contain alcohol. Honestly, you can smell it. But at the same time, it's like, do you want your makeup to last or not? But at this point, it's like, if that's something that you don't like, then definitely this will not be for you. But I personally love it, and I will personally continue to purchase it. Anyways, guys, so that concludes my favorites as far as for beauty products and skincare products and everything as such that I have been loving lately. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and just kind of talking about makeup, and that's something that I love doing. I hope that you guys have kind of already tried some of this stuff. So if you have, let me know down below on how it worked for you. If you have not, I'm hoping I was able to kind of recommend some things for you, and in hopes that you will actually like them too. That concludes today's video. So until next time, I will see you next time. No. So anyways, guys, that actually concludes today's video. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Don't forget to go ahead and follow all of my socials if you kind of want to get in more of an update as far as my everyday life, see what I'm up to and everything as such. Really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, and until next time, I will see you in the next video. Bye. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Let me down.